Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, 2 weeks ago, I reviewed the new La Calaveras EL 2019 in the LC 46 ring gauge size. Today, we're looking at a bigger one. This is the LC 54. This is 5.5 by 54. Now, the difference in a 46 and a 54 is 8/64. That's how cigars are measured, in 64ths of an inch in their diameters, in their ring size, as we call it. You say, well, 8/64, broken down, that's an eighth of an inch more fatter tobacco right here. It makes a difference. And I've already had it, and I know it does. So I want to share those thoughts with you. Now, this, as I said, is 5.5 by 54. Just to remind you, this uses an Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler, made in the My Father's factory in Esteli. Actually, this cigar comes in 4 sizes, and you can see them all listed on the blog. The Torpedo is in the sampler box only. So we're going to knock out 2 out of the 3 normal sizes that are readily available. So there's your density, and look at that shot. Has a decent feel in the hand, a lot of weight for a 5.5 inch cigar, but it is a 54. So let's get right to it. The new La Calaveras EL 2019 LC 54. We all are familiar with how Crowned Heads does things. They put this band at the foot. It's usually easy to remove. There you go. And once again, here's the cigar. Nice looking cigar. As I said in the first video I did of these this year, I like the red band. Makes no difference to anybody or anything, but I think that's very classy, cool looking. We've got a very good draw there. There's, I always like to show you what I took off. Hardly anything. I see some people take off way too much. Well, I'm only 2 minutes in, and the flavors are nicely developing. It's very nice, sweet orange citrus, very definable, but there's a lot of cinnamon and brown sugar there with it, so it's not by itself. There's some light leather, quite a bit of nutmeg, and a nice black coffee base. Black pepper at around 7.5. So that's a pretty good start. And it has a lot of sweetness, a lot of dark notes, a lot of the earthy nutmeg tones. So it's a very good start. Well, here we are at the first third. And this cigar has much more sweetness to me than the LC 46 did. You still have a nice orange citrus. There are hints and little quiffs of apple, sweet apple. Brown sugar and cinnamon is very nice. The nutmeg is quite elevated, but it seems to belong there in this cigar. The leather is there, but it's light. It's sort of in the background, along with the black coffee. You know it's there and you taste it, but it's not in the way. It's a high-grade medium-bodied. I'm tempted to call it medium to full-bodied, but I'm going to wait. The finish, there's quite a bit of nutmeg there, and you really get that. Some of the citrus with sweetness of brown sugar, and a very nice lingering black pepper. First third is rather impressive. I'm rating it 92. So it's just a not, in most cases, a smaller ring gauge yields a better flavor. At least I've found that to be so. And now in this case, not so much. This larger 54, which is my favorite size, I've never hidden behind that fact. But this 54 is actually giving more sweeter notes. So that's good. So let's see where we are at the end of this second third. Well, here we are at the end of the second third. And the sweetness has ticked up. Isn't that nice to hear? It is. The citrus, primarily citrus, dashes little drips of apple, but the citrus is up in sweetness. Brown sugar, cinnamon. The nutmeg, like I said, is not a bad flavor in this case. It's a nice flavor to put into the mix. And it bridges over to the light leather and black coffee. Medium to full. Finish is unchanged, just like I said before. But the cigar is very enjoyable. And I'm glad, because the LC46 didn't do as good as I sure hoped it would. But for the second third, I would bump it up a tad to 93. Good cigar. So let's see what the final third brings, and cross our fingers that the bottom doesn't drop out. I like it where it is right now. Hopefully it stays that way. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. The sweetness and the flavors sort of just drop back the way they were in the first third, which is not bad. Full-bodied, finish is unchanged. If you take what I said in the first third and apply it here to the final third, that's pretty much what you have. This is a good cigar. This is a better size for me than the LC46. I reiterate that sometimes a larger ring gauge can give you better flavors, and in this case it does. I enjoyed this cigar, and it deserves the final score of 92.33. So there you have it. The new La Calaveras EL 2019 LC54, 92.33.